So we're getting close to Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. I want to talk a bit about it. I don't usually talk much about boxing events. I don't really enjoy boxing events as much as I used to. But this is one that's been on my radar for a while. You can watch it on Netflix. You don't have to pay anything really. You just have to have a Netflix subscription. You could literally have the most basic Netflix subscription, like with ads, and you'd still able to watch this event. So that's what really like keyed me on wanting to watch this as well, is because I'm happy they're finally starting to do stuff like that. Like UFC's gonna have that thing where they're moving to Paramount, and we don't have to pay all these pay-per-views anymore next year. So that's nice, and I'm glad boxing is kind of jumping on that as well as the WWE. They've been doing that for a while as well. Anyway, back to the main event, or back to the fight. Yeah, this is one of the like, I want to say super fights of like, it's one of the biggest super fights in boxing we've got in a while. Canelo Alvarez has been a super middleweight champion or middleweight champion for a while. Same with Terrence Crawford, but he's been a champion at welterweight. Uh, Terrence Crawford is currently undefeated, I believe, and has been pretty much on the top for a while now. And then Canelo Alvarez is 50 and like 2 or something more than that. I think he's like 57 or something. Crazy record, honestly. He's only lost against Bivol and then Floyd Mayweather, which Floyd Mayweather loss was a very early on loss, and then Bivol was, I believe, a few years ago, and that was a completely different division. So he went up in weight. This is a great fight. I don't, like I said, I don't get excited for these boxing events as much as I used to, but this is a good fight to watch, and I'm really happy that they're not doing pay per view stuff. Like I said, it's hard to like. I think a lot of people are like putting Terrence Crawford like out of the equation of being able to win this. I think he has a very good chance of winning this fight. I think Terrence Crawford is very crafty with the way he strikes. And I don't think Canelo. I think Canelo's fought like people like Terrence Crawford before, but I don't think any of them are like as good as Terrence Crawford. If that makes sense. And I think the same for Terrence Crawford. I don't think Terrence Crawford's fought anyone as big or as strong as Canelo. So that'll be a hard thing. That'll be a interesting thing to see. He's good. They're both really good fighters. So that's what makes this fight like so not like makes me so interested on this fight. Is like we've seen some people like we just saw Roach versus Javante. This was a bit ago now, but that fight was both very high level and it was very close. I feel like this is kind of a similar fight. I think Terrence Crawford and Canelo is going to be a lot like Javante Davis versus Roach. I don't see either of them knocking each other out, and I don't see either of them damaging each other too much. I just see it being a very calculated battle. Speaking of that, though, Javante Davis is also fighting Jake Paul, which I don't want to talk much about, but I just think it's stupid overall, and I don't really like that Javante Davis is trying to ruin his legacy for a payday kind of thing, because we all saw how Mike Tyson and Jake Paul went, and that was just like a money grab fight. Anyway, yeah, Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford is a good fight. I'm really excited to see what happens, and yeah, I honestly can't make a prediction who wins. I'd like Terrence Crawford to win because I would like Terrence Crawford to go on a middleweight run, and Canelo's not. I don't want to say on his way out, but he's kind of getting there. Where I only see him fighting a few more times, and then he needs to probably call it quits. So that's my prediction. That's what I would like to see. I want to see a good fight.